Motorola is a company which has been in the market for the longest time. That is, Motorola phones were also available at that time when Nokia used to be number one, and today when Samsung is number one, Motorola phones are also available. But let me tell you one thing, in so many years, there have been a lot of changes in the story of Motorola. In a time when Motorola used to be in the top 3 to 5 in the feature phone market, if we talk about Motorola today, it would not be able to make its place in the top 10 smartphones. If we look at the market share of Motorola in India, then it comes to 1 to 2%. Even companies like Lava have come from Motorola. Even companies like Infinix and Tecno sell more phones than Motorola. But has Motorola really finished so much? Well, it's not like that. If we talk about India's top 5 fastest growing smartphone brands, then Google comes first, Lava comes second, OnePlus comes third, the fourth position is held by Infinix, Itel, and Tecno, and fifth is Motorola, and the growth rate of Motorola in 2023 is 13%. That is, in the last few years, Motorola was behind here. Its story was not going so well, but in the last 2 to 4 years, it has made a comeback story. But still, why is it not getting more attention in the future? And what is the reason for its condition? First of all, Motorola was an American company, which literally started mobile phones. And for a long time, this company has been making mobile phones. And when Android phones started coming in, Motorola made Android series phones here. Even in that time, Motorola's UI used to be called Motobler. But this story was going well in the beginning. But in 2011, a very special thing happens. Google buys Motorola, and she buys it for $12.5 billion. And after that, the story is going very well, and it seems that Motorola is doing a very good job in Google. We'll take out some new things, and even the Moto G series that we see today, it came in Google. Even the skin of Motorola, where its custom UI used to be, it went behind stock Android. Google was also providing updates in Motorola. Even the Nexus lineup was developed by Google with Motorola, and Motorola's phones used to look like this at that time. That you were getting to see the Nexus at an affordable rate. This was a special thing with Motorola. But in 2014, a special thing happens. The Lenovo company buys Motorola from Google for $2.91 billion. Think for yourself, where did Google buy Motorola for $12.5 billion? And where did they sell Motorola to Lenovo for $2.91 billion? Now the simple reason behind this is that Google bought Motorola for its patents. When Motorola first made a mobile phone, developed so much technology, it had patents. And what is this Google? Google gave Motorola mobility to Lenovo, but kept the majority of the patents with them, because of which they could make Android better. All these things were going on here. When Motorola comes to Lenovo, then the story is a little different. First of all, Lenovo is a Chinese company whose Chinese parent organization, and this company used to take out its mobile phones. Lenovo's K3 Note and many such mobile phones, which were at a very aggressive price point. But gradually Lenovo realized that it is wrong to focus on this by using 2 or multiple brands. Today, Motorola says that Lenovo is their Chinese parent company, but they work independently from it. But still, Lenovo's smartphone division is still Motorola. He uses Motorola branding to launch his mobile phones in the market. But the special thing about Motorola was that from 2015 to 2020, Motorola saw a big downside here. And that thing was that Motorola's mobile phones were not getting popular in the market because there was a Chinese competition here. Xiaomi and BME Group's rise was between 2015 and 2020. Even Samsung reinvented itself in these 5 years. But the company that missed in this 5-year target was Motorola. Motorola has a lot of phones, a lot of series. But due to its high pricing, due to a lot of wrong decisions, it could not survive in the market. But then after 2020, a refresh cycle comes, and Motorola decides that now we will focus on core things. And we'll start putting new things in our mobile phones. And all these things happened. Moto G series, E series, even brought its Edge series. And today's story is that Motorola makes a lot of solid phones. Even Motorola has launched a proper Ultra phone. Along with this, they have also launched their foldable phone in Moto Razr. Along with this, they have also launched a budget series phone. They have also launched a premium category phone. That is, they have worked on everything here, which is a very good thing. But what is happening is that, in the last 4 years, after launching a lot of good phones, Motorola is slowly making a comeback. It is not able to take a big market share. Let me tell you some fundamental reasons for this. First of all, they make their phones available on Flipkart. According to me, if Motorola wants a bigger share, then along with Flipkart, sell it on Amazon. Sell it on other e-commerce sites. Sell it on your own website. Plus, they are also making it available in offline spaces. Because today, it is not like that. If you go online, you will get the phone. Or if you go offline, you will get it. Today's market is online plus offline. If your presence is not in the offline market, then you cannot survive long in the market. They are selling good phones online. So it is important to have their presence offline. And the offline market is also important, because today, Xiaomi is also focusing on it. Even OnePlus is working with multiple retailers, and they are going to open their own experience center in 2024. So you can understand that, where other companies are working in their offline distribution, Motorola also needs to work here. The next thing that Motorola needs to work on, the feedback I got from the Motorola users, that is the after-sales service. A lot of phones are launched by Motorola here. The problem is that, until the phone is in the market, its repairability components will be available. But when it goes out of the market, then it is a difficult task to repair Motorola's phone. Along with this is also a small problem with Motorola, that they don't focus on updates here. A lot of people who buy online phones, their demand is to get a long stock update, although they say close to stock Android, but still they are not able to provide updates quickly. The same thing is with Motorola. They said that they will give a clean and stock-looking UI, but in the budget phones, you get to see some extra bloatware and glance apps, which makes it a little different from Motorola's initial promise. So Motorola needs to work there too. Only then can they go to the market. And there are such updates that they can trust in the market. And when Motorola delivers this thing, the current Motorola buyers will only upgrade to Motorola. The next thing is the design of Motorola's phone, although they have done a very good design in the Edge series. They are taking out new colors, which is a very good thing. But even in the design of the budget phones, if you make a few changes, then it is. Because design is also something that people like to buy here. And one important thing with this is its cameras. Cameras are the weakest point of Motorola's phone. Because if you buy any Motorola phone, in its competition, other phones provide you better results comparatively. So this is one more thing where Motorola can work, and can improve the performance of its camera. Motorola is also making a comeback here. The phones are also coming out well and constantly improving. And last year they took a 13% growth, which is very impressive here. Last year there were only a few limited companies who performed well. Among them is Motorola, so it is a very good thing. But still it is worth seeing here. What do they do in the coming 2024 and what do they do by 2025? Because Motorola does a lot of things right. Just do some other things here. Then you can play a long game here. I would like to say one more thing, that Motorola really needs to build its marketing and hype, where other companies build up their phone hype here. What kind of company is Motorola? They can make a few phone hype people. If you look at the rest, you can't make your phone hype here. So maybe they can still focus on one thing here. It is worth seeing what happens with Motorola here. But in 2024, this is the story of Motorola here. How do you guys like Motorola here? Do tell me in the comment below. Thank you for watching the video. I will hear you in the next one. Goodbye.